So we're out here in Big Fisher Lake today, and we were snorkeling the northwest corner, and we saw a plant here that we were not sure about. We were hoping it wasn't the Eurasian milfoil, and so Rob brought his handy dandy little identifier book. Look at that, Aquatic Plants of the Upper Midwest, the ultimate guide. And so we looked it up. And what did you find, Rob?
A lot of diagnostics for milfoil has to do with, first of all, the stem color. In this case, we were examining the stem in between the leaves and looking for the red color, and guess what? We didn't find any red, which is common in Eurasian water milfoil.
Good. So otherwise it looks pretty similar?
Very similar, and just to be sure, you want to make sure that you don't have any second guessing out here because of the time and energy we spend to snorkel and to examine and to look. Sometimes you have to slow down and really take a close look at what is growing in the bottom of the lake. It could be problematic, and today we are very fortunate to not have Eurasian water milfoil.
What happens if we get that in the lake?
It can spell a lot of time, energy, and money to get rid of it.
How do you get rid of it if you have it?
Usually diver assisted suction is the way to go, where divers will go down to the bottom, get to the base of the plant, suck it up through water that will be flowing through some pipes and onto a barge where you spill off the water and collect the plant.
So you have to pull out the whole plant and the roots?
Yep, you don't want any fragments.
How do they spread?
They spread by fragmentation.
Oh, okay, so you have to be really delicate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a hassle to get out of the lake, so prevention is key.
Key.
Yeah.
Got to key them out. So
Right.
that's it for Big Fisher.
Sweet.
And we'll likely do the same as we move through other bodies of water. But it sure is a lot of fun, and you think about it, it's one of the more rewarding parts of my job. Right behind you there's a school of mallards. That's one of the bonuses of getting out here and doing this job.
I'm
Not
looking
just-
at this
What do you got?
family behind you here, mama and her babies, and they're in the lily pads, and they're kind of poking around and swimming through the lily pads. What are they eating? The babies look like they're eating something.
Probably eating fragments of aquatic plants.
Oh, like
They're
Eurasian
vegetarians.
milfoil.
Yep.
All right, so that plant we discovered was northern milfoil.
Northern milfoil.
Sweet. And has that been on our list of plants that we are super familiar with when we go down there, and we can call them by name, even looking over the edge of the boat?
Sure.
Well, it will be now. Because we kind of weren't sure. It was different than what we call coon's tail. It's more coarse and kind of crusty. Like
Coontail
blank
tends
stool.
to be branched, but really coontail is another species of milfoil. It's just comes from a different genus, but it looks like the proverbial coon's tail. This is actually branched, so it could be. It might not be northern milfoil, but it might in fact be coontail. They're really hard to tell until you spend the time. I don't know if you notice, or the film can take close up of this, but you have the aquatic root systems
Oh,
here.
yeah. Look at that.
So this is a plant that never needs watering.
Look at that.
Yep.
I know that coon's tail feels very soft compared to this. It feels like it's soft. Good. Well, thanks for looking out
You bet.
for our lakes and making sure we don't get invasives